All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for The Summer Hikaru Died, episode 10.
Wow. Well, Yoshiki is just on the pain train. That's just, I mean, we've known that for a long time now.
We have.
But the number of times that this dude has had to see his best friend and crush dead, well, you know,
brutalized or
not
opened
actually
up.
being dead, but then, you know, it's like, oh yeah, right.
Just seeing his body
damn high.
distort and just get ripped open and stuff. Yep. Just like, yeah, it's normal now, right? No, who's here like monitoring like the notes of like Yoshiki's feelings and like emotions?
Yoshiki needs to find the conductor of this pain train and
ask them to like slow down
and tie them to the tracks. You know, it's too much.
Too much.
But,
oh my gosh.
You know, it's fine because the stuff then came out of the neck of the decapitated head. So, you know.
Tanaka is here. Obviously, this would not kill Hikaru. But what's cool then is maybe Tanaka's here. He obviously doesn't want to, you know, kill humans, right? That would be crazy. But you know what? If you got a specialist here, he can help you all with the situation as it is. The only main long-term problem is that it might involve putting the lightning rod back on the mountain.
To say the least.
Or it's a thing of where you bring him up the mountain to then deal with whatever made him needed to be the lightning rod up in the mountain.
Hey, so we're a lightning rod. Can you just stand there and like hack and slash at all the things that like come to get to Hikaru? I don't know.
Yeah, Tanaka's like, I'm not being paid enough for that.
Yeah, that's overtime.
That's overtime. Yeah, exactly.
That's extra hazard pay.
Yeah, but also Tanaka being aware of Hikaru means that we can have a full conversation about what his role here really is. Because if it's just him being a tool of the townsfolk, that's one thing. But if it's actually that he's more doing something with his company and what's going on behind the scenes there, then he might have something that he wants out of this, and that could be interesting too.
Plenty of possibility, but right now I feel like it's not a conversation kind of vibe that's going on.
I don't think he has a choice. Right now. Tanaka basically just leveled the, I can end this conversation at any point, so I'll decide when it stops, you know.
I don't think he's in a conversation.
No, I think he was just testing. That's what he said. It's like, oh, let me test something.
Yes.
It's like, cool.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. He's laughing? Oh, God. Like,
it's actually gonna work.
I love the, like, oh, we're not dying? Okay, cool. I'll stick it back together.
Yeah. And, yeah.
So maybe it's that, like, the spinal column, like, sending signals through, like, the whole piece was like a, wait, we've been hacking this thing's brain this whole time, and you just cut the phone line and it's just, so we're like, now kill everything, just go out crazy and what have you, because he's a corpse, mimicking a corpse, or mimicking a body from when he, you know, grabbed the corpse. Was straight to the hospital, not like.
Oh yeah, for him, right.
Truth. Okay, that's hype. Yeah. Let's get some answers. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. Jeez, the scar line. It's so thin, too.
All right, so.
Yeah, you found him. You found it. Oh. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Fun. Yeah, meaning like,
Right.
yeah, we've got a.
時間がかかるんや。
親父は多分助からんらしい。心臓発作やと正直俺も嫁もホッとしとる。
そういえば僕のサングラス知りませんか？
目の前にあるやろ。
Oh. Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, that's. Yeah.
もしかして目が見えとらんのか。
That's cool.
そうですね。
Dang. Are these parts of the things that he's lost along dealing with spirits and stuff? Like he's lost his eyesight?
I think so.
Kind of feels like a
これは
fun.
霊障の一種です。
Yeah, yeah.
かけてれば見えます。
Okay.
射子球なんが尺すけれどね。
That's so fascinating. Like, so what is he seeing then?
お前は一
That's
体
a
何
good
が目的で
question.
ここに来た。
仕事ですけど。
Yeah, just doing a job.
あの世由来の
There it is. There it
Okay.
is. Not actually here.
会社やなくてお前個人の目
So this
的
is
や。
pretty big for you
そ
then.
こまでやるには理由
あは
があるやろ。
脳抜き様。あれを何とかする気なのは間違ってないっす。少なからず僕は人間の味方ですから。
Oh, good. Not a high bar, but good.
やることが増えました。
Cool. So Nonaki is maybe a key, like a gateway
あんた本当にもう
to
大
their
丈夫なの
world.
ほんまヒカルも
Because he doesn't want to kill Hikaru or Nonaki.
Right, otherwise he probably would have.
Oh, he would have done it easily. Yeah.
困ってるんなら
大気やから。ごちそうさま。
I've never been able to bring my problems up to you guys before.
Oh.
よしき大丈夫か。
Well, it is kind of the crisis that brings everyone quickly together.
Oh, yeah.
Because they drop everything and realize what's important.
Right. Our son got attacked.
Yeah.
ダルマツカトンネル行方不明となっています。このトンネルは心霊スポットとして知られる VTuber であった男性は先月20日 SNS に生きて帰れたら動画を
なあ知っとるなんで心霊スポットになったんか
有名なとこやけど。
人の骨が見つかったんよ
Oh, jeez.
大量の古い骨
Oh.
Oh,
外に胴体の骨だけやったのその後
The torso
腕狩りでは
specific.
腕の骨だけ
nah.
Oh my gosh. It's
Nope.
literally
Nope.
the full, like.
Nah.
があったと言われとるけどね
What the
一番不思議な
fuck?
んが頭蓋骨だけどっからも見つかってない
What?
Let's not.
There's a necromancer out there getting all their spell components, I guess.
首から上がおか
Oh,
That's
shit.
crazy. That's true.
その人2日経っても何の
And he cut off Hikaru at the head too. I mean, that's just an easy way to kill a person,
Yeah.
but
こんなの払えやせんわよ確かにだいぶ弱っとるけど物理的に村から連れ出すとか閉じ込めちゃうとか
right. It still has to, be tied to the body at the moment.
私もその男調べてみろ
Okay, cool.
調べる。
I have the internet.
人なりの探し方
Oh, that too.
All right.
霊媒かもしくはあの会社の
Okay, you know about the company,
Yeah.
huh? All right.
おい、光る。大丈夫か？光る。
That was a check to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, it's not Hikaru right now.
自分の名前言える
光る。インド光です。
Oh, okay,
All
okay.
right. All right.
戻ってきたね
Oh,
よかった。
God, just seeing the scar mark is crazy.
俺2日も寝とったん。痛覚なかったんとちゃうの。そのはずやったけど、最近ちょっと。
Oh, with being weaker, yeah, yep.
初めて会った時から思っとったけど私が山から感じ取った気配よりだいぶ小さい
Even before he broke off the half?
グラさんのおっさん。あの刀。それ分かっとってよ俺は。
Yeah, you felt it. Yeah.
俺はアホや。何も気づかんで。またあいつに襲われたら。
Yeah, the idea that it's someone you met.
また首切られてもくっつくしな。なんか首取りやすくなったかも。
I'm still so surprised we cut so quickly from them being in the house to.
Yeah.
うわ、待て、ほんまに首取れるかも。あ、待て待て待て。嘘。おい、ふざけんな。これ触ってみ。気持ち悪い。元気。
Oh, stressful though.
All right.
But we need to know why he let them go.
Right.
まよかった。意外とマキが一番心配しとって。
は？
あ
ヒカルおらんとつまんねえって
あー
10回くらい言っとったけど。
てか、さっきから何書いとんの？いや、うぬきさん調べとんのか。
Oh.
うぬきさんやろ？
Uh-oh. They're
Okay.
they're willing to help with stuff.
They're wanting to Goonies it up.
Yeah, that means they're dead.
No.
口減らしの風習があった。
Oh, just that.
多くて貧しい土地やったから、子供を中絶するために薬を作っ
Jeez.
たまで取れる水銀から作ったこの土地だけの薬、うろ抜き薬。
Whoa.
水
Whoa.
金属地のミサ山の名前の由来か。ミサって水銀のことやね。
Uh-huh.
新社と。
Yeah, right.
やから打退薬を使うことを隠語で表すようになって、そんで
Oh.
そのうち
Gotcha.
山の神様として祀られたりして、疫病とかが収まったんやって。
Hmm.
俺覚えとらんけど、ニサ山でヒカルが行方不明になったんもうぬきさんのせいかもな。
Woo.
もしさ、ほんまに近くにおったらどうする？
Hikaru.
誰かになり変わってたりしてて。そんなんすぐ気づくやろ。山に帰れっつって帰ってもらうわ。
そういうんって大体最後はボロが出て結局元の場所に帰るんじゃ。
なんでそんなに詳しい？あ、兄貴がオカルトマニアやね。
Ooh.
Okay.
今東京の大学で民族学。
Oh, he's not here.
Gotcha.
ちょっと今。
Oh, right, we have cell phones. Yeah.
Mhm.
うぬきさんのこと。
Cool,
Okay,
cool.
good source of info.
あ、マキの兄貴。ああ、ヨシキも行きたいんやったっけ？昨日の夜うち来たよな。何やったん？
Uh-huh.
わからん。
Oh, no.
なんでそんなことしたんや。
Oh, no.
兄貴から返事。おお。だ1700年頃にはうぬきさんの信仰はとっくに失われてた。
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
この地域に介入するとたたられるとささやかれ続けてたんよ。
Headless people.
Hmm.
当時弾圧されてた別の宗教の信者たちが逃げてきて、
Oh.
これ幸いと住み着いた。
Okay.
Interesting.
今も教会が
Gotcha.
All right.
教会やってよ。もしやお前もオカルトマニアか。
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, whatever.
首たちには教会なんか
Right.
Mhm.
神社ですら一つだけやのに信仰が失われた。本当にそうなんか。
もともとあの山の神さんのための祭りやね。
変容したんやとしたら、
Sure.
山の神様への信仰はどこかの時点で変化した。名前が変わるんはよくあることや。
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
ぬきさんやなく、ぬき様で分尊も信仰の形に
You're zoning out.
のぬき様は大量死を境にたたり神になった。代わりに新たな宗教の神様を受け入れ、のぬき様は忘れ去られる。のぬき様信仰は
Mhm.
首たちには事実残っとる。この村はのぬき様を忘れたけど、首たちだけは忘れんか。インド家が犯した罪の落とし前をつける必要があったから、
Right.
首たちだけが解放されんかった。
なあよしき、聞いとる？
What?
あのグラさんのおっさんはどこまで知っとんのやろ。つうか何もしてこやんやんな。
武田のじいさんが言うとったどう調べんと。
Yeah, we're not addressing the.
Yeah.
あの後どうなったんや。
Also a good question.
They're just going straight back.
All right.
は知っとったけど、 一応手入れはされとるな。
Oh no, this is the shrine.
This is the shrine, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay, creepy door sounds. All right.
真っ暗で何も見えん。
No.
Oh my god.
人の首
Well, we found the skulls.
見たら木でできた作り
No, yeah, but what's inside them? He can feel it. Yeah.
Nah, fuck that.
おい大丈夫か。
Uh-uh.
ここ知っとる。光の記憶か。これはな。
There's like look in the shrine, you'll figure it out.
悪いことがよう起こる。そのせいでうぬき様に首を捧げてお願い事をしてきた。豊作とか疫病退散とかな、木で代わりの首作ってどうで供養しとるんや。
Ah.
じゃあ、こ
Okay.
の首はみんな死んだ人？
代々銅を管理する家やから。
Okay. So there might not actually be skulls inside them. No, they're just actually carved
なる
wood
べく遠く
Right.
replicas.
それを楽にするために村が5つに分かれたんや。たまたま人の形。
Oh, just by coincidence,
Yeah,
yeah.
おも
yeah.
ろいやろ。
結局誰のなん？
病でもう長くない人や村の外れに小さな祠があるやろ。無理やりお首様にされた時、たたりを恐れて作られたもんや。
人殺しして待ってるやん。
せやに坊さんだけやない、たくさん殺されて首にされた。
Oh my god.
the fuck?
カル、これがこの村の子や。絶対忘れたらあかんで。それにインド家の罪のこと。
Which is what?
Yeah, that wasn't it?
下に人殺しの村やったんか。そら隠すわな。人間の首やったんや。
Hence why he carried the little, yeah,
yeah.
desiccated one.
山へ持って行ってうぬきさんにお返しするんやって。
俺は願いを叶えるに首なんかいらんのに。
光の記憶全部思い出したんか。結局インドの
Right, right.
そこはまだもやがかかってる。
I hate this angle.
他に光のお父やんと親しくていろいろと知ってそうな人なんて俺にはおる
Mm.
けど。
Fun.
Wow.
His own dad. Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Jesus Christ, that...
I love that it's also something that was just a like a repeated practice by those of the entire village, you know? Mm-hmm. And so you have people of the younger generation finding out that their parents and grandparents were a bunch of murderers, you know?
Right.
And they're like, oh, we're not going to do that. Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
And then conveniently, a kid ends up dying up on the mountain,
Right.
basically absorbing Nonaki, bringing it down, and then
Yeah.
forcing all these dead people's spirits who have been violated by them
Yeah.
to be like, you did this to us.
Yep. Yep.
It's like, oh, shit. Oh,
俺は
What?
what?
冷たくて空っぽや。
Excuse me?
だからたくさん入れたい。俺の中に飲み込んで。
Oh,
そしたら満たされる
cool.
から。
This is just his, like, base feelings.
よしき、
Oh.
光るなんやボケっとつったってどうしたん。そこにおらんで入ってこいよ。あ
Whoa.
あ、あったかい。
Whoa.
ごめん。
ええわ。何光る
Damn.
Whoa.
Okay.
Crap. Okay.
Well,
Oh, okay.
okay. Murder
We got-
Village.
We got the
Cool.
twist.
Yep.
We got everything here.
Uh-huh.
I know
It-
we didn't get literally everything, but it feels like as far as the town and its history goes, yeah,
we got pretty much everything.
this is the basement, you know, like
Yeah, exactly.
like
so,
we got it.
So, the fact that it looks like a human body, oh yeah, that's just a happy little accident. But no, we would dismember, human bodies and all that stuff, and the heads would be sacrifices, and then the other body parts we'd, spread to the far corners of the forest, basically.
Right, and I love that detail being that we have a core where that town part is not going to move because they've still got to do their part with the mountain and everything. But then it's the,
Yep.
okay, send the pieces in different directions. And
Right.
because you basically chose, these 5,
Yeah.
natural directions here. It's the, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, huh.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Funny how
really
that
funny.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the idea that, oh, okay, the original solution basically was that they were so desperate
Yep.
as a people that they selectively reduced the population.
Right.
So they killed all the old people, basically.
Yep.
They basically killed all the people that could not help the town
Right.
survive.
And I love that the thing that's, the public information, right? Like, the kid in school knows is they made it so that, like a bunch of abortion drugs and stuff, people had to stop having kids because they didn't have food. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. That's, okay. Oh, no. It did.
It got way worse than that.
That wouldn't actually do much to reduce the population. That would just sort of keep it from
no,
increasing
it would.
over a long period of time.
No, it would, because then you'd have people aging out. But the
Sure.
idea is that
They helped people age out.
They helped people age out. And so
Yeah.
it's we killed the old people and the terminally ill first.
Yep.
And so that's where they started. And then they took all those people's heads and offered them up to Nonaki, which is
Right.
a fun little thing that we've seen throughout the history and times, the name kind of evolve and change.
Yep. And I like that
And
they
also
brought
the
that
idea
up.
that it gets lost kind of in what its original name was, because there was religious influence and the times when things adjusted with regards to the other villages basically that were split up for the other parts, then kind of losing sight with what the original
they get
goal
their own
was.
religions and things like that, and so yeah,
or also they're just trying to move on and forget that we did all that.
Yeah, and also something that I just gotta say is kind of wild to me. The idea that the whole village is in on this thing. Oh, but what the Indo family did was blasphemous.
Well, so that's the part we don't know. So the Indo family might have been the thing that caused the original famine and plague to begin with. Or the Indo family had another solution to try and solve it, and it made things worse.
Well,
and that's what my guess is, because I'll bet what it is that the famine and that kind of stuff, natural thing that can happen.
Sucky thing.
It just sometimes just shit happens, you know.
Yep.
But the idea that they called it a blasphemous act, I don't think a famine is a proper response for that. But the idea of a curse being tied with the famine in history, but in history they called it a plague, and Takeda called it potentially a curse. It's either three things, or the plague and the curse are the same thing. And my thought is that that's something that's either the Indo family is responsible for, or it's not something that happened directly alongside the famine. It's that there was another thing that came later.
Sure,
and that was the Indo family's actions that led to that.
Right, and I think that's more of the likelihood of what it's going to be. That way we have more mystery to uncover.
Yeah.
But given that this is a murder village, I am taking anything that the villagers say with a grain of salt. Of, oh, you upset the status quo.
Yeah.
The status quo was murdering people.
Well,
Come on.
The status quo was really bad. So let's backtrack here. So 1749, 1700s or what have you. Really bad situation here.
Yep.
We've got basically desperate people. So we have people being killed, and they're justifying it as being these people are going to die soon anyway.
Sure.
So we're going to do this here. And probably even, this is the part that's probably really dark, some of the old people were probably already like, you can take me. Like, I'll do this here. But why they knew or thought that this would work, though, is a really strange, fucked up thing that might lead to some even deeper, darker stuff from older times. So,
and if we wanted to give the people the benefit of the doubt, even though I don't think we need to at this point, there is absolutely the possibility that it's as people die of natural causes
from famine,
Yeah, exactly. We instead just, desecrate their bodies, take the head and donate the head, right? And as far as reasons for evil spirits and all that stuff to be really pissed off, I think that still totally covers the bill, right?
Right, because the bodies probably were not buried in such a way that
makes it easy for them to rest or whatever.
Right, because, the traditions of burial rites and what have you being tied to the spiritual and the supernatural makes sense. And if you're separating eventually, like maybe not, they didn't do this originally with all the people, but they eventually start splitting up the body parts, the bones and everything. That's basically what causes the main issue here. And so they wander or they collect around the mountainous regions because of Nonaki being this very natural, strongest point for all the impurities, which are basically just the wandering spirits
of the dead.
The dead, yeah.
And I gotta say, that's probably one of the things that was the creepiest to me, besides that shrine with all the wooden heads. Oh, God.
Yeah.
The idea that Hikaru's dad is like, oh, yeah, so this is the place. And this is how we pay respects to the dead. Oh, okay, all right. Now, this seems creepy. Like, the kid just being like, no. But the fact that there was a point where the world at large discovered a shit ton of human torso skeletal remains in a tunnel. That, like, the idea that the kids of this village don't just learn about that growing up because,
they did.
Well, I mean, sure, okay.
They did.
But the idea that you could, some of them did, but the idea that you could go for so long of your life, like before you actually get to the point where you find out something as wild as that, right? Like that's the thing that's possibly the freakiest to me.
To bring this up, there's a lot of places that people just don't search out this kind of stuff.
Sure.
That you actually have like serial killers, ritual murders that just goes on. And most people, that's not what their Google searches are.
No.
So the idea that it's actually something that makes perfect sense in that Maki's older brother went to Tokyo specifically to study this.
Right.
No, he grew up being aware there's some weird shit going on. He went to make his degree about small town fucked up ritual occult folklore stuff.
Right. And he's the weird one because when he hears something like that, he's actually like, wait, what? I want to, like, he asks questions about it rather than what everyone else says, which, to be fair, the adults will very much be reinforcing of the, we don't really talk about that.
Well,
you don't need to worry about that. Whatever.
Well, no, I can answer it right now. If I have a kid coming to me, say they're like 15 or what have you, and they're like genuinely curious and also a little bit concerned, you just tell them that little bit of the truth that shuts them up. You go, yeah, back in the past, 200, 300 years ago, there you go. There's some dark stuff.
Sure.
Our town's got a dark past. Boom. Solves the whole thing, ends it right there. It has nothing to do with then your parents and grandparents. It's our grandparents' grandparents' grandparents, or grandparents' grandparents' parents.
Yeah,
they did some fucked up stuff.
People often, or at least young people, have trouble believing that anything that happened 70 years ago could have any relevance on today.
Right.
So something 300 years ago might as well be an eternity in other world.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
But goddamn.
Oh, goddamn. No, but that's the thing, is that then you have curated storylines and narratives propagated from generational teaching in this rite of passageway, like with the Indos, who are the most important family as far as the curse kind of plague, or maybe just whatever the ritual is that is appeasing things here. They're responsible for it because that's what the fathers passed on to their sons.
And for the most part, if you have an example just like that, with the the parent and the kid, but that was 250 years ago, then 50 years and 2 generations later, no one's asking anymore. Right? Which is just
it's crazy. And the thing is that like there's real life stories of entire villages basically being in on basically a bunch of murders. Like that's this kind of thing.
Right, there's a reason it's
based
a fiction
in reality.
Trope. Yeah.
Right. It's a fiction trope because it's actually based in reality.
Nah.
And so
I'm not a true crime person. I don't. That's
you don't
not
fuck with
my
that.
jam.
Yeah,
like
those aren't in your Google search.
No, I was just listening to a murder podcast with someone talking about Ted Bundy because, he's from Washington, right?
Right.
And it was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah.
That's just a famous that's serial killer.
Exactly, right. And it's grew up in Tacoma. I know Tacoma, right? Like, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But what's so cool about this is that we now have Hikaru learning this stuff through tapping into Hikaru's memories.
Mm-hmm.
So, and having an actual like full-on memory jolt from going to the shrine, which is something that Takeda kind of brought up of like, well, you know your name, right? You know where it comes from, right? You know your shrine, right? You should go there and see what you did.
Right.
And so what's fun about this is that it's almost like in some ways the being that is Nonaki or what have you that's in Hikaru, that is Hikaru in a lot of ways, is almost trying to like protect Hikaru from these like horrific things by being like, you don't need to know that. But when he goes to those places, can't help it. Memory gets dredged right up to the top of things. There's no like intentional searching from Hikaru to be like, I wonder why I remember this. It's just violent nightmares thrown to the front.
Well, and I'm gonna just throw something out there because I remember, in a previous reaction being like, okay, if it has Hikaru's memories and stuff, why is there still a mystery? Unless it's actively like thwarting it, right?
Yeah.
No, this actually is a pretty good reason because even without that, what you just said, which could totally be it, if my dad took me into a place and there's a bunch of
wooden heads
that
look
are
a lot like people
that are way too lifelike,
way too detailed,
way too detailed, way too lifelike, and it's like, oh yeah, so this was this is a murder village, and and they sacrificed heads and all that stuff, and they would disappear, and so we'd spread up the body parts.
Yeah. So it started with the old people, but then eventually there'd be a traveling monk. Or some bikers, or some hikers, or some, just some wandering people.
It got kind of out of hand.
It got a little out of hand.
Right.
But you know what? They need to be honored. So we have this shrine here.
I would not want to remember that.
No, I would not want to remember that. That would be one of the scariest moments of my childhood ever.
If you went into like the inside out or whatever, like what the emotions are doing in there, they're pressing Control Alt Delete, like
Control Alt Bingo,
Alt F5, like just spamming it. Like,
you mean Alt F4?
Alt
but
F4,
but the harder version. I get what you're.
They're pulling the plug.
They're
They're like, nope, clear cache, don't care.
Yeah, I'd be like,
gone.
Dad, you're not gonna kill me and make a head out of me, are you?
Oh no, of course not, son.
No, we're just gonna carry heads up to the mountain at some point.
Right, and you will have to carry an actual like human head.
No, don't worry. It's shriveled. We do a special like steaming process.
This is actually
that, like sucks all the water out of it and then shrinks what's left beyond the skull.
And by the way, this one's like
the skull gets pulled out through the special process here,
And this one's like 80 years old because it was one of our backups. Wait, 80 years old? I thought you said it happened 300. Well,
yeah, about that.
So this is your great grandmother.
I also really just love in a delightfully just kind of way that the dad was so casual talking about it.
Yeah.
In a way that's like, yeah, son, we're a murder village. It's so funny in a like dark, fucked up way where it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, son. Like,
right, like one of the defining characteristics of Hikaru's dad has been the like classic anime dad smile, right? Where it's like, smile wide and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and,
he's got that like endearing, like, I'm a genuine guy.
Right.
Yeah.
And so then
the fact that he's so honestly and genuinely is like, yeah, we're a murder village.
Right, like,
just like, oh, wait a minute.
Fuck?
Who's we, Dad? Who's we?
Yeah, and
who's this like first person plural thing here?
And how much in the past
I happen to
talking?
be in the radius of we at the moment. So I don't take that. I don't accept that.
Nah.
I don't want your name. I don't know you. Like,
this is where you say April Fools and that I'm actually adopted, right?
Like, right. I also love that the other thing that he kind of brings up is that the name that they have comes from the temple. So the idea that they were the temple caretakers and thus Indo,
Right.
meaning that the shrine is older and their name is
Than their
older
family
than their
name.
actually family name. So they were, in some ways, you could say, they were forced
also
to adopt.
offerings.
Well, yes, they were forced to adopt the name because of their vocation.
Yes.
Which
Yes.
is a fun. There's a fun order of operations here that I think is just kind of being brushed aside here. So let's go with this a little bit here.
Yeah.
Indo Shrine, right? Shrine to Nonaki or Nonuki or what have you. It's the original, being that was here.
Right.
That means the being is older than the
shrine and all that.
Well, also even the horrible incidents and stuff.
Sure. Yep.
Now, I went to Japan, and the average old shrine in a lot of these places is 800 years old.
Sure.
It's not. They're not in the 200 to 300 years old.
Right.
Those are the ones that might as well be oh, that's kind of new. That's we built this in such a way, and it's usually bigger. Most of them are bigger, but you find these small shrines where a person can't even put their head underneath it, where you have to kneel, and you kind of almost put your head underneath the thing, but it's more like a display basically.
Right.
But some of the ones that are old and big, there's stories, there's lore behind why some of these shrines are there. And it's oh yeah, this was the site of something that happened from even generations and generations before even the reason why that we know the shrine is there.
Sure.
And so it's kind of got this air of ooh,
sounds
ooh.
cool as shit.
It sounds epic,
and
right?
absolutely the kind of thing that is fantastic material for narrative. And, and all that stuff. And great, cool. And let's be real, with the whole thing of the head sacrifices and stuff in the 300 years ago, we know that before that, Nonaki or Onaki or whatever the name was not considered a curse god, right? The plague and the and the famine and all that stuff was what kind of changed that.
Right.
So, well, there was clearly a way that things were done before then, before Indo family maybe,
Right. So what I think they've clearly set up with this here is that Onaki, Nunaki, what have you, was given basically all of their impurities. And so in a lot of ways, this is a story of humans abusing the very real spiritual, supernatural connection that they were granted by this being.
Yeah.
And instead of basically stewarding it faithfully, or also maybe even trusting it a little bit when times were tough,
sure,
they blamed it. They basically threw all their shit on it, and it just took it. And it's now become basically this thing that is this miasma of all this horrific human just irresponsibility and...
To say the least.
To say the least. But you know who suffers because of this?
The kids.
The kids.
Yeah.
Hikaru.
Oh, yeah.
In a lot of ways, he's probably not just a being that is probably... I can't wait for the visual representation of what Nonaki is inside the mass of all the dark shit and everything. But it's oh, wait, so this is the story of how Hikaru is going to need to save the little Hikaru inside of Hikaru. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If there was a good god at one point, a good deity being, supernatural, what have you, that basically was tied to this area in some way, humans abuse it in the same way that there's a very clear environmental message here of human beings throwing their trash up on the mountain and basically saying, oh, it's not going to be a problem. We'll just... Now there's waste basically coming down the mountain. They're like, oh, surprise Pikachu face. How could this have happened?
The consequences of our actions.
Oh, man, did my grandparents really just fuck up this mountain? Because, they were like, who cares?
Right.
Our village won't get big enough that we'll actually reach the mountain, And so now Hikaru is basically dragging around basically all of that. And is supposed to have some kind of life now.
There's
the only hope for him would be to somehow not exorcise like they were talking about, but have some way of cleansing him.
Well, and
hence the impurity.
Sure.
Wow, that could be the whole show there.
But also hence the whole thing at the school, which I gotta say was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Wow. So, like, if that, being were to, like, I don't know, possess someone and, like, live among us, like, what do you think would happen? And Yoshiki's
Hikaru, you dumbass, why are you asking that question?
No, that's actually kind of a perfect question to ask because it's so on the nose that, like...
yes, I get what you're saying, yes.
Like, that's... like, there you go. Yeah, get the vibe of what,
We'll vibe check your friends.
Vibe check your friends.
Maki's like, I think we would notice. As the resident dumbass, I think I would notice specifically.
Nothing gets past
Nothing gets by me. No.
Right, and then it's realistically, I think it would probably end up, like...
Exposing itself accidentally.
And then
it would leave.
And then it'd leave.
Oh. Right.
But what if, like, it decided it didn't want to leave? What if it decided that, fresh-baked pastries are really good, you know?
Yeah, summertime with friends, it's dope.
This is getting very specific all of a sudden.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know,
Yeah, I'm just trying to empathize with this potential theoretical non-existent thing and scenario that could have happened,
Yeah.
We should practice empathy. That's just
I think that's called anxiety, Hikaru. You don't have to worry about that because that's clearly supernatural BS that's never going to happen.
Never going to happen. No.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, sure. Meanwhile, just Yoshiki's sweating into his shirt like so much.
Just the airplane pilot just
just drenched completely.
But what was that whole deal with the person who was just naked and stabbed himself in the throat the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what's the deal with Tanaka being like, hey, we get some ominous internal perspective of him being like, I have my own ultimate goal or whatever, and what?
Yeah. So what he said was he wants something that's from their world.
Right.
And he got excited basically because Nonaki is not where it's supposed to be, and it's in this era. Mm-hmm. So what's fun is that I believe the company has tried to get access to the other world through beings like Nonaki.
Okay.
And so they've been keeping tabs on Nonaki. But the problem is, we can't go to Nonaki because it's currently in a mountain surrounded by dark shit that kills everybody that we send.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
So that's a bit of a problem. But holy shit, let's go. He came down off the mountain. He's in a kid and he has identity and he weakened himself and he's like kind of chill.
It must be Christmas morning and no one.
Right, this is a gift. We've got everything set up here.
A gift to the foes of Mordor.
I'm gonna get promoted.
Right. The fact that it went from like Tanaka being this like very like, oh, I think this dude's pretty cool, all that stuff. He's still cool in his own way, but to then go to like what effectively seems like it's this'll put me up the corporate ladder, and it's like, bro, I think you need a reality check.
Well, I think the part that's really scary about this is that this is such a strong motivation to him that he's been willing to lose aspects of his body's function in order to get this. Like now, what's fun is I don't think that means then it's something where he's trying to undo the damage that's been done to him. It's not something like that. It's something that actually is something that he believes in. Like, it's not just something where he's like, oh, I've got this crazy debt, and if I don't do this, I'm gonna have to pay. No, I'm excited because my work might finally be done soon.
Right. Before, the vibe that I had from him was the cool, removed kind of indifference, aloof, all that stuff, and it's fun, and he's competent, and let's see what he does, right?
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, this is a zealot.
You think he's a zealot?
Yeah, like...
I don't. Oh man. When you say zealot,
like
I get the believer side of things there.
A believer with where their belief is to the level of zeal. Right.
I guess the part where I want to add maybe some clarifications is that he's not actually so zealous that he's destroying anything in his path to get there.
Yeah.
He's
we still have to figure out a lot more about him, right? Like we got a lot of mysterious peeling back of the layers of Tanaka, right?
Right.
We don't actually know what he actually is like. We're just realizing that our understanding of him was incorrect / very limited. Right?
And part of that is because he was believing himself to be far more powerless than what he actually knows he is, in that he is actually far more powerful. He has a lot more agency in this story because he's like, I need to test something here. He hacks off Hikaru's head.
And it works.
Well, not only does it work, let's go through the list here. It doesn't die.
Right.
So he knows it's Nonaki. Because if he did this probably to a basic-ass impurity or spirit...
It'd just be gone.
Right?
Yeah.
2, that's the Korebayashi. You can't just exercise something like this.
Right.
It's far bigger. 2, he's okay.
Right.
Nonaki didn't kill him or do anything violent to him in any way here. So he's completely fine.
Yeah.
3, this thing didn't go apeshit and hurt like all the other people around him either.
Right.
So it's actually got an identity in that it is Hikaru.
Yep.
So it's the, oh shit, wait. Yeah. I can now approach Hikaru, and this is what I think is literally going to happen in the next episode. I'm going to approach Hikaru and Yoshiki once they're out of the hospital, once there's not a lot of people
on the wrong
around.
foot.
And I'm going to let you know.
No, stop dialing 911.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not your enemy here. Here you go. Swords down. We have the chance to do something crazy. like that's I think that's literally the way he's gonna open this up is like, so I just needed to know that I wasn't under any threat and that Nonaki wasn't just an animal that's ready to go apeshit here.
I figured it wouldn't actually kill you. You know? And
I knew it wouldn't kill you.
Because either you know, you're a human and the sword won't do anything, or you're an oddity spirit thing and it will kill you. But then
I
just
saved Yoshiki.
Saved Yoshiki.
Yeah.
But then if it's Nonaki, then it's not going to work, right? Because so we're good.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Yoshiki finds his spunk and tries to like beat the shit out of Tanaka, and Tanaka's like, okay, yeah, I get it. Like,
right. Tanaka's like, dude, I'm a full-grown ass adult. I'm bigger than you. Whereas Yoshiki's like, do you know how much troubled teenager is packed into this body right now,
bro?
Like,
try disturbed. Like,
this is troubled.
Yeah. This is
like, yeah.
This is not a normal summer.
No, not.
This is the worst summer ever of all time.
Yep, and it somehow got worse after your best friend and crush died.
Yeah, but yes, Tanaka, and specifically the company that he works for, is looking for a certain something from their world.
Right.
Which we don't really know as much about the company, other than Kurebayashi is aware of the company.
Right.
And so
the lore of the village gives certain implications or possibilities for what the company could be and all that stuff.
Right. There's a very fun kind of bit of world building that when you have something that happened hundreds of years ago, you can imply the developments and choices of hundreds of years of human characters that then go about and do things based on what has happened.
Right.
So the idea that a company formed in those 200 plus years, yeah.
And it could literally just be we became very familiar with supernatural shit, and so we make a living taking care of supernatural shit, or supernatural shit got out of our town area, and we need to make sure that don't happen.
Sure. Or also just, there's things that we can hawk around once we can prove it's supernatural. And there's all kinds of stuff that get into there. But right now, we know the dark secret of this town.
Yep.
I loved the foreshadowing building up to this. There was a lot to basically make it clear that the Indo family was actually doing really weird stuff. The tiny head, the spirits not having good connection with their heads was such a
oh shit.
Oh right, that was a common factor. And so we could have just drawn, if we had images of all of the impurities or the spirits and what have you in front of us, we would go, wait a minute, there's a weird fixation on the head being the source of the horror.
Yep.
Rather than it being like, oh wait, no, the heads are literally all disconnected in some type of way. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
fun.
Great.
But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel, see if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.